Okay, this is a good website. It's called Nexus Mods, and it's got the Grim Cam by Chris Purnell, miscellaneous, and basically what you can do is you can download a program that gives you a different perspective on Grim Dawn and makes it look quite unique. And I think one of my colleague Knack for pointing this out to me. I'm just going to go through the process to install it on Grim Dawn now. It's a little difficult to use, and these are the settings that I've been recommended. Min pitch minus 89, max pitch 89, field of view 90, max pitch 89, field of view 90, far clip 120, high sensitivity 0.2, V sensitivity 0.2, minimal distance 20, maximum distance 120, depth fog clamping equals 0, and enable fog equals 0. So that's they're the settings that have been used on the camera by my colleague, so I'm going to try and use the same settings. Where it's located on my computer, local disk C, program files times 86, and if you click into that, you should have Steam, which is there, and then you should have Steam Apps, which is there, and then you should be going to Common, and then Grim Dawn, and this is the folder that you need to make the modifications to. So that's basically the Grim Dawn folder, and the file pathways up the top there. I've downloaded the Grim Cam in the as a zip file, and I'm going to have to unzip it using WinRAR, and that's in the download file when it was downloaded. I've transferred these files into the Grim Dawn folder that I'd previously opened. Here are the files once again in the Grim Dawn folder, and now what you're going to try and do is you apparently launched them through Grim Cam. There's an exe app, so Grim Cam. So what I'll do is I'll try and launch that and see what happens now. And it comes up with that saying throw your trust, see what happens, and okay, so you can be way up here or way down here. Is quite a view thing, so you can basically use a mouse to run along, and you can see you get a much bigger view. You can see right over here. So normally the view that you get is quite restricted. And you can sort of see the enemies up ahead. It's a bit of a lag at the moment. I don't know. Oh, I can't get along that way. Coming along here, there's no way out. So you can see where you have to go. You can see where the ethereals are. You can see right up here. And then you can always zoom in on where you are. So it's a much bigger view. You can get more tactical advantage and see, than using the normal game. We'll go back to the normal game in a sec. But of course you can always hone right down to here and go back to look almost like the game itself. Now one thing about the game, you can often hold the middle button and rotate it round. With this, it disables it, so sometimes that can actually be quite clumsy. But I mean, you get to the stage where you want to try and see what's in front of you, you pan out and you can see what's ahead of you. You can actually see if there's a baddie round the corner, so you can see them before they see you.
So you might say, well, it's a range attack, so stay here, and then you can switch over to your your range weapon. And I mean, you can see the wider field rather than have this. It makes it a little bit like. So you can go along here, you can. Go. Rather than get surprised by them. Oh, there's this big Hulk here. Ah, ah. So that's how you can use the range attack. So you can see the guys way over here. Creep up to them a bit more. And do more damage. And there's a guy hiding under here. Oh, you can see these guys out there. See? And it just gives you more snooping power. Let's call it snooping power. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go restart the game now, and we'll just without it on, okay? Okay, this is starting Grim Dawn now. Still I have the Grim Cam in the folder, but unless I've actually started it using that application, it will just start the normal game without the Grim Cam. So let's have a look and see, and have a look at the difference here. So this is what it's like without the Grim Cam. The very maximum I can zoom out is here. Now if you press the middle button down, you can rotate the mouse around. If you've got the Grim Cam on, you can't do that. Now that in itself is a little inconvenient, but having said that, for the additional view that you get, you know, you're stuck in one view. But I mean, zooming out as much as I can, if I walk out this way to see the enemies, even, yeah, I'm there, I can see them there, but I haven't got the strategic thing of knowing how many people, and by the time I have a look around to see all the traps, there are so many more guys coming that I don't know about. So all of these guys here. I could kill these guys all day. And of course, you can always zoom back into this if you want this. See that guy there? These guys in particular are so fast. The actual extra vision actually sometimes is quite helpful to being able to deal with them. But anyway, that's the thing. But yeah, the advantage of the normal system is you can rotate the camera around, which you can't do. Sometimes that function gets stuck and you're trying to fight and it's rotating around. You have to click it a few times to get it out. So that can also be a pain in the ass. And you just roll the wheel in and out. The same with the camera, but that's the most you can go out. And you can't, say, for example, stand on top of the. You can't, for example, stand on the top of here and see the same amount of depth you can in that entire courtyard. You can go over here near the edge and you can see there's somebody over there you can see, but we can rotate it around, I guess. But you know, there's a couple over there, but before we could see all the guys right out here and right over here as well. So that's the advantage of having the Grim Cam, and if you put the specs even further in, you can get a view that's so ridiculously zoomed out that it almost becomes impossible to play the game. But anyway, that's Grim Cam if you guys are interested. I recommend trying it. It acts almost like playing a different game.